Welcome back to Read the Gems podcast.
Yes, sir.
Question for you guys, man. How is it living in South Florida, man? Like, as far as being a resident in South Florida, are you happy being a resident? What do you think about the state of South Florida as far as when it comes to tourism? Your rent, are you satisfied with the rent that you have to pay monthly? You know, tell me a little bit of how you feel, especially for someone who feels like they want to move here. What are some ups and downs of living here?
For me, it's like, it depends, because it's like, if you're a single person with kids, or you're just a single individual who's just starting out life, it depends, because if you're a couple, it's better if you're a couple, because it's two incomes. I feel like in the state of South Florida, you have to have two people per household just to have a comfortable living. You know, a one bedroom is like $1,900 to $2,300 a month.
Yeah.
If that's if you want to live comfortably. It's not like the hood, you know what I'm saying, or this is just a decent apartment
In a nice area. Okay.
You know, and that's like from Miami to Fort Lauderdale. If you're talking West Palm Beach, you know, we talking about $1,500 to $2,200. You get me? I feel like South Florida is a place where you kind of want to be to get that that comfortable weather. It's not always cold, but then again, you have to worry about the heat, you know, because it gets real hot.
Super hot, especially during the summer.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As far as like diversity, you think it's very diverse here?
Absolutely.
Hell
This is a
yeah.
melting pot.
Yeah.
Like we have, you know, Brazilian restaurants. I don't have to go to Brazil.
Right.
I don't have to go to Venezuela to try, you know,
Authentic. You can
right?
come to Miami and get some authentic Colombiano cuisine.
Right.
Some authentic Venezuelan food, bro. Some authentic Venezuelan woman. You know what I'm
Talking
saying?
about food, let's tell the people, like, groceries is a big thing when it
Yeah,
comes to
that's
South
another-
Florida.
yes,
You're
yeah.
gonna spend about $400 to $600 a month just in groceries.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
which is it's
I
kind
think
of
that's
heavy.
I think that's an American thing right now. It's not just South Florida. That's an American thing. I think the whole America is feeling it when it comes to groceries due to the tariffs. You know what I'm saying? That's an American
Yeah,
thing.
but why I say for Florida is because, like, South Florida, like everything's like at eye sight. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't miss a Dunkin' Donuts on the block. Like, it's every single corner. There's a Dunkin' Donuts. Every single corner there's a Starbucks. There's a Burger King, McDonald's, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So, but when we talk about actual having food, which is another thing, when you're here in South Florida, if you're really trying to save money, you really have to, because they'll get you. It's literally on every street you turn on. There's this fast food. There's a trust me, they putting it in your face.
Right.
So
I feel like if you want to live comfortable in Florida, you have to make at least $70K minimum a year.
Right.
That's my prerogative. You know, that's my initiative.
Yeah.
You have to make at least $70K a year, least,
Yeah.
to live comfortable in Florida, man.
And even if you're trying to, you know,
Oh,
move
yeah.
in something like a APT, right?
Yeah.
A little something that's decent. You got to make sure you have that first, that last, that security. On top of that, like you gotta have everything, because
3 times your rent
3 times
just to
rent.
move in, and that's most places. And don't get it twisted, man. I've heard they have move-in specials where, hey, just pay the first month and you move in. I've heard things like that, but I don't know how common that is down here, you know. But there is places where they have move-in specials.
a lot of places have HOAs, man. So it's
Yeah.
like you'll have you'll live in a place and you don't know it, but they hit you with that HOA fee and you like, dang. You know what I'm saying? Because there's this facility has an organization which you live in.
Right.
So whenever something happens, well, basically, if this house is this color and whatever, you can't paint your house a certain color. You can't have a certain loud music because you know, you live in the HOA.
Right.
Rather than you living in a regular single family home with no HOA, guess what? You can play music, have a block party, all that stuff. So it kind of works.
And that could be monthly or yearly that you have to pay that HOA.
Right. I mean, benefits of course, down here in South Florida is that the networking, man. You can really run and bump into your favorite artists.
Yeah, that's a
fact.
fact.
You can run into some of the best realtors or some of the best influencers. You know.
Yeah. And there's always something to do.
Always something to do. You can build relationships and connections easily. So that's definitely a plus. It does have some pros and cons living down here, but you want to really make sure financially you're stable. If you're single, in order to even keep up with the economy and keep up with what's going on as far as a healthy lifestyle down here in South Florida.
Yeah. Question for you. What do you think the average 2-bedroom goes for in South Florida right now? Meaning from Fort Lauderdale down to Miami. When you talking about Palm Beach,
anywhere from 2 to 27.
Okay, all right. Okay,
anywhere from 2 to 27.
That sounds about right.
Do you got kids?
Yeah,
or you just one person?
I just asked you about how much the average. I ain't say nothing about no shit.
I'm just saying.
The average. So now you got to factor in kids. Now you got to factor in your car payments. Now you got to factor in your groceries. Now you got to factor in your car insurance. All that comes into play.
Now this is where you have to sacrifice. You be like, man, I ain't eating till my kids eat.
And comfortable money management. You gotta know how to manage your money comfortably. So you have to know, like, okay, damn. Can I afford a mishap right now? Can I afford to drop a new radiator in my car right now? Damn, that radiator gonna run me $300. Now I gotta take that from the rent. Like, I've been there. You know what I'm saying? So bro, you gotta know.
Just make sure, man. You guys plan. If you guys do plan on moving here to South Florida, just make sure you plan accordingly, man. And tap in with friends and family members, so you kind of have an estimate or get that guesstimate of what you can be working with. Or,
and look online. Online will never fail you. Look on. I don't know too much about different websites, but for example, I'm gonna use Zillow. Look on Zillow. See what the typical 2 or 1 bedroom might be going for in Miami on Zillow. And keep looking. Sometimes you have to look for a year straight before you finally make that right decision. Like, okay, I'm moving to Miami Shores. I found me a nice 2-bedroom in Miami Shores, $2,400 a month. Hey, I think I can handle it.
But mind you, most of the people that's coming towards this way have decent jobs. Like, they have like remote jobs, like you know what I'm saying, and they're making anywhere from 60 to 70K.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, remotely. And these people stay at home and they're just taking phone calls on the computer. You know what I'm saying? And they're doing this with love. You know what I'm saying?
Let's not talk about how you save money working remote. You ain't got to worry about putting gas in your car to commute to work every damn day. You don't have to worry about going out buying lunch while you're on the clock because you can cook from home. It's so much money you save working remotely, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
To me, I ain't gonna lie, I live in South Florida, and me personally, it's tough. I'm not gonna lie. It's tough if you got poor money management. It'll be real tough if you got poor money management like that. But if you know what you're doing and you know how to, put your ducks in a row, I think you can survive out here. You know what I mean? You can because for some people, you'll sell your crib and move up to North Carolina, where it's kind of slow at. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a fast pace. Florida is more of a fast paced thing. Before you know it, it's 12 o'clock and you need to go pick up this, and you gotta go do that.
Yeah, time flies.
It's been times I was in Jamaica and I'm chilling. And I'm just looking at everybody just chilling. Like, you know what I'm saying? We could pick a mango right now, eat it, talk, and still get back to this. But over here, as you eating, you think about, oh, this bill got to get paid, this got to get done, or this got to. So it's like more of a fast pace, like a city lifestyle. But South Florida is a place to be when it comes to like tourism, like the good weather. You know what I mean?
Miami Dolphin Stadium, there's Beyonce concerts, there's Rolling Loud, there's so many different concerts. There's always events. going on in South Florida. We got the Amaranth Bank Arena, where a lot of big celebrities frequent right now. Vybz Kartel just did a
Florida Panthers just won another world, you know what I'm saying?
Stanley Cup. They
World
just won the
Series.
Stanley Cup.
Oh, the Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
you know
so,
what I mean?
oh yeah. It's a lot to do down here. You'll never go bored. I tell you that. You'll never go bored.
Hey, you go fishing any day. Any day.
We get our rainy days though.
Yes, we do.
We
Hurricane season is a con, right?
That's one of our cons, yes.
Yeah.
But one thing I can say about here that I heard about a lot of different places is they have that dry air heat, like where it's hot but it's like dry air.
Yeah.
We have that mugginess. It's moisture. It's always moisture. So if a lot of the snowbirds who come here, they have to leave their AC set at a certain temperature so their house doesn't grow mold because of the moisture here in South Florida.
Yeah.
So when you hear and say if you're a Canadian and you go back to Canada for 6 months, you got to leave your AC set at like 78, 76, 78 for your house to stay at a certain temperature. The walls don't sweat. Then start creating moisture inside your house. When you come back, you're like, what's that smell? Why the paint like it's dragging down? Because why? It's a lot of humidity in South Florida.
Yeah.
That was a nugget of a con that literally just gave you guys. That was really a gem.
So, yeah, man. If you guys are thinking about moving to South Florida, we're not to turn you away. We're just informing you guys on what you need to know.
Because we're South Florida natives. Yeah. So we gonna give it to you raw and uncut. And I'm gonna be real, bro. Being born and raised down here, bro, I love it, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gonna love where you from. And I love it, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I do think about what it would be like moving out. But man, I love this place, bro. And when you see a lot of millionaires moving here, that's how you know it's a great place.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just we on the road to riches. We trying to become millionaires so we could enjoy the place that we from.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Hopefully, that was enough game or gems as we call it, for you guys to kind of check out the pros and cons, but also do your own research and own homework because your financial situation and what's going to be best for you and your family. So.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Hey, that's Read the Gems, baby.